Before you watch any more of this video, I want you to pause it and go to a mirror and just point out everything that you see about yourself. Not only the positives, but the negatives too. Because people always talk about how, like, oh, you shouldn't point out your negative features and blah blah blah. But, like, you should, or else you'll never get over them. You'll never overcome them. You'll just ignore them and push them to the side, and they'll always be there. But if you can get over them, you'll realize that they can become your strengths. And when they become your strengths, you feel so much better about yourself. Because then you know that nothing can hurt you, you know? Like, I have this NLD on my legs. I don't know if you can see that. Not really. But, you know, when I was growing up, I always thought it was like the grossest thing ever, and that I was so ashamed of it and I didn't want people to see it. But as I got older, I realized, you know, it's on my leg, it's never gonna, well, probably will never go away. And I just accepted it. And through accepting it, I was able to help so many people out and make so many people feel so much better about themselves and just do so much good by using that to my advantage. And if I would have never got over my flaws, then, I mean, I would have never had that opportunity, and I'd still be dwelling about how my legs are so nasty or whatever. But, you know, everyone has a bunch of flaws. We all do. So it makes us human. If we didn't, then, I mean, I don't really know what would be. Everything has flaws, everything in life. You know, because the definition of perfect, I mean, can vary so much from person to person. So you can't just be like, oh, I wish I was perfect, blah, blah. I mean, you can be perfect for yourself, as long as you just make yourself happy and make yourself feel good. You know, you shouldn't try to be perfect based off society's views or another person's views, because if you do that, then you're never really gonna be happy. You're always gonna be living in some sort of lie. But if you open your mind up and think clearly, you know, you'll realize that really everything in life is basically just an illusion anyways, if you really think about it. But what really counts is like what's in your head and what's in your heart and how you treat people. And you know, if you're living just based off like material things or based on looks or whatever, you know, you're never really gonna feel good, because that's not what counts in life. But another thing is, you should like go out and do things that you're afraid of. Like, if you're afraid to just go out one day and not wear makeup or whatever, you know, you should do that. Because, like I'm saying, looks don't matter, because people are gonna judge you no matter what you do. Even if you are the kindest, most beautiful person or whatever, you know, there's always going to be someone judging you, because that's just part of the terrible human nature that we all have. But I mean, we can overcome that. But if you do things that terrify you, that you're afraid to do, that make you feel uncomfortable, then you make all your weaknesses your strengths. And once you can make your weaknesses your strengths, you feel so much better about yourself, and you just feel like there's like this weight lifted off of you. And that way, there's just nothing that will make you feel bad, you know? You'll just be happy. You have to find things in life that can do that. Like, you shouldn't go do things just because, like, I don't know, your friends want to or whatever, but, like, you don't. Like, if you're yourself and you go and do things that you like, then you're gonna find people who like all those same things you do and have the same ideas as you. And, you know, that's really great, just having people around you who support you and want to do what you do, instead of just being around a group of kids or people or whatever who are just kind of there because you have no one else. Because you're just gonna feel a constant loneliness and be constantly sad. And honestly, life is way too short to feel that way. You should wake up every morning and just be so happy and want to go out and just do whatever it is that day that will make you so happy. Like, even if it's something super extreme, just go do it. Because I know it sounds bad, but you never know when, it's your last day. You really don't. It could be any time. And people always talk about, like, oh, I'm doing this so that in the future I can have a better life or whatever. And, like, I understand where you're going with that, but you should be living for the now. Because the future is now, Like, be happy right now so that you can just constantly have good energy going around you and just feel good about yourself. We're all on this journey of life, but we all take different paths. Every single one of us. And you can't just try to be going on the same path as someone else, because you weren't designed for that. I know this is kind of just a bunch of rambling, but sometimes it's just good to let it all out, even though making these videos do freak me out a lot. And but that's good, because then once I do them, I know the outcome can be really positive. And if it's not, then whatever. You live and you learn. I know it sounds super cliche, but you never know until you try. So you just gotta try, and if you totally make the shittiest mistake ever, then whatever. You learn from it, and you do something else the next day. Don't regret things. Just do. If you're feeling it, go do it. You never know. It could be the greatest experience of your life, and it could totally change everything that you've ever known and everything that you've always wanted to do. It could put you on a whole new mindset. Or it could just, if it messes things up for you, then there's ways to change that. There's always ways out of a situation, no matter what. You just gotta be happy. That's all. I hope everyone has an awesome day, and remember, you can always talk to me if you need to. I'm not the best at advice, but I know sometimes it's good to just let things out, and I'm a really good listener. So, yeah. Alright. I love you all, and I hope you love yourself too. You should take that every day and say it to yourself. Just wake up and be like, I love my life, I love me, I love everything I have, and be so grateful for everything you do have, because we should be. We're thankful to have anything at all, really. You should feel blessed right now that you're sitting here with internet access to watch this video. I know I am. I know so many people who, should be more thankful for what they have, but that's okay. Maybe one day they'll learn. Yeah, so peace and love.